Our next guest has one of the smoothest voices in R&B, and over the years, he's collaborated with everyone from Mary J. Blige to Usher.
Yes, he has, and now he's back with his beautiful new album, Heaven's Door Case. Welcome to Arise.
Thank you.
Hey,
good to see you.
Woo, touch me, tease me. Before that, let's talk about Heaven's Door. What a beautiful, beautiful title. How did you come up with it? And explain the significance.
Well, Heaven's Door, I went through a phase where I kind of fallen out of love with making music.
Yeah.
Really? How? Why? What happened?
Well, it was the business part of the music business, the politics and things like it, that kind of stole my joy of actually making the music. And so I had decided a few years ago that I wasn't going to do it anymore.
Really? You were going to walk away from the business?
I mean, I was still doing concerts, but I wasn't making any new music to put out.
Goodness. So what changed your mind?
Yeah.
Well, two things happened. My grandmother passed, and she was very instrumental in developing me musically from the time I was a little kid. Like, I have pictures doing concerts in her living room at 3 years old for company.
That's too cute.
And then Michael Jackson passed a month later, who was my very first musical inspiration. And so I started going back and listening to all of the old Jackson 5, Michael Jackson stuff, and then my grandmother used to play like Ray Charles and James Brown all the time, so I'm going back and listening to that, and it sparked it back up.
So there are two things that can't be erased, the memories, obviously, and the pictures with your grandma, and your career, 20-year career. What is the secret
19 years.
to your longevity?
Yes.
I think what I've always tried to do is make music of some substance. Something that, my goal when I got into the music business was to do what they did at Motown, where those songs are like 50 years old, and you can listen to them every day.
They're
like
timeless.
And that's what I always wanted to do, because I spoke to Smokey Robinson a couple weeks ago, and he said it too, melody is king.
Melody is king.
Melody is king. It doesn't matter what you're doing. A good melody will never lose.
And yet, and he's a king of lyrics as well, so I'm like, you get the melody, and then those lyrics come in, you've got a hit.
Yeah, that's what they say, so,
Case,
I mean, that's
talk
just
to
what I
us
try
about
to
how
do.
you've evolved as an artist over the years, because 19 years in the business, you're not the person that you were when you first came in the game.
No.
And the game's not the same either.
Yeah, the game's not the same either. For the most part, I've matured a lot. I've learned, what I have learned to do is draw from my musical influences that I have and incorporate myself into them better than I could when I was younger. Because I think at a time when I was younger, I was maybe emulating them.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure how to kind of find my own self in it. And now I've learned how to find myself and still incorporate my musical influences and the essence of it all.
Talk about your approach in making this project. Was it different than the prior projects?
It was actually the best approach that I've had,
Really?
ironically, because with me reigniting the passion for the music, it was like starting over. There's not too many people that can get a fresh start 20 years later.
No.
That's right.
And so it's all new to me again. You know, I love it again, and I'm excited about it. And so making this project was easy for me. It was fun.
Any unique techniques, any special people with whom you're working that's different than before?
Yeah, actually, I have a new engineer, Sam Thomas. He's the best engineer in the world.
Awesome.
So
That's the key.
he's my guy, yeah.
You're a good boss, huh?
I try.
We have to talk about the classic Touch Me, Tease Me.
Sing it.
I mean, how many times did I pop it in the club?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hold on tight and don't let go. Baby, I'm about to explode. Okay, sorry.
Okay, I'm excited.
Now, do you have people fan out like that all the time when they see you? Did you have any idea that song would become such a huge hit?
I had no clue.
You had no clue?
I had no clue.
Well, talk about a great melody.
Yeah. But you know, I honestly had no clue. I'm not really good at picking up-tempo songs. Now, if it was a slow song, I could have told you right when I did it.
Yeah.
But I had no clue. I had to ask people whether it was good or not.
We have to talk Missing You, another classic.
Oh, yes.
What goes through your mind when you think about Missing You today?
Today, actually what goes through my mind is that I had laryngitis when I sang.
What? Are you kidding?
That's you with laryngitis?
Yeah, I had
Goodness.
lost my voice. And at the end, when I'm like, I can't sing no more, I was telling them that was it. I sang it twice. I was like, we'll see how much of it I can get done. And I sang it, and by the time I got to the end of the second take, I'm like, I can't sing no more, but they weren't paying attention, so I came out. I'm like, that's it, my voice went out again.
So they use that.
Okay,
Yeah, they kept it in, because it
love
sounded
that.
like it fit, so.
Okay, enough about the old music. Let's talk about the new music. Shook Up. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Shook Up, what I wanted to do with Shook Up was make a good old-fashioned R&B love song, because I don't think there's a lot of them out right now. And so I was kind of getting back to the basics. You know, it's a woman, you professing your love for her, not talking about strip club. We're not talking about popping bottles. Just good old-fashioned R&B love song.
In a recent interview, you said that there's not enough love in the music anymore. It's about the clubs, it's about the sex, but where's the love? What happened to the love, Case?
I think what happened was that when hip-hop and R&B merged, that R&B kind of lost its identity, and R&B has become another extension of hip-hop instead of its own thing that it's always been.
That's true.
We were waiting on you to bring the love, but can you tell us what's in your iPod? What are you listening to right now?
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I love that album. That's what I've been listening to a whole lot. But other than that, it's old stuff. David Ruffin, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson.
My other favorite thing to do is hear you live.
Yes.
Where can you tell us where you'll be performing in the days to come, days and days to come?
Well, tonight I'm doing an album release party in Brooklyn at Milk River that I'm performing.
Awesome. Nice. We saw that on your Instagram page.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get my allergies cleared up so that I don't sound bad. But
I mean, come on, if you had laryngitis when you did the other song, I'm just saying, you'll be fine.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping.
Do you want to practice here? Give us a little note or two.
I don't think I can right now.
Oh, come on. A little flow days will help. I'm kidding.
That's actually what I need to go get, some flow days. That's exactly what I need.
All right. Well,
That's
good
exactly
luck
what I
tonight. I know you're going to be fantastic. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Great.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yes. And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360. We'll be right back.